Hi guys, this is Ryan, aka Sir Mitsalot at Mahalo Video Games, and this is an educational video on how to play through a season in Madden 2011 on the All Madden difficulty. For more videos in this series, visit Mahalo.com/Madden11-franchise. And if you have any requests, send them over to requests at Mahalo.com. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment on this video. Hey guys, and welcome to the second half of my Week 6 game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Vince Young with only 34 yards through the air so far, but Chris Johnson really picking up the slack with 2 kickoffs returned for a touchdown and 54 yards rushing on 5 carries. So right now I'm going to get the ball to start the third quarter, and let's see if Chris Johnson can't go 3 for 3 right here. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it out of that pile up, but a good first half for Chris Johnson. I'm really going to try and get him going here. That cornerback is playing way off, so I'm going to try and get around the edge right here. And Chris Johnson makes a nice cut right there, but isn't able to spring himself. So 70 yards on 9 rushes so far. So I was a little bit off on those statistics. But here we go with Chris Johnson again. Going to bring Nate Washington over to try and help pick up some blocks. Oh, and Chris Johnson springs it up through the middle, and this is going to be huge. This is going to put him over 100 yards right here, 160, I believe, right there. A nice 63-yard carry, so I think 153 yards on the day. So that's going to give me a nice 14-point lead here. And for those of you who watched the previous quarter, you'll know that Jacksonville had a chance to at least put 3 points up on the board at the end of the half, but the clock ran out on them as the computer poorly mismanaged the time right there. And I'm going to do this return right here, and I'm going to bring him down at the 28-yard line. So I have a chance to really take over this game right here. If I can get a stop on this series, that would allow me to run with Chris Johnson and really take some time off. But, ooh, Maurice Jones-Drew just busting tackles like crazy and makes a big run up the middle. And he's having a decent game per carry-wise so far with 36 yards on only 4 rushes. If I was Jacksonville, although they're losing by 14, but if they can get Maurice Jones-Drew going, that would be big. Because so far David Garrard, he's got 220 yards passing, but his accuracy hasn't been very good on a lot of these passes. So as I'm dissing him, he throws to Mercedes Lewis for a first down, and as if to say, told you, or stop talking trash about me. So they've got a 4 wide receiver set right here, but it looks like they're going to hand it off to Jones-Drew again, who runs it up the middle for a 4-yard carry. So even running into a jumble like that, Drew able to pick up 4 yards just by falling forward. He's got that really strong downhill running style that allows him to do that. And Garrard goes back to pass, and he's got Underwood again, who really gets way up there to bring in that pass. And that's going to set up a 3rd and kind of short 3rd and 4 right here. And I'm trying to make sure that Jones-Drew isn't able to pick this up. They're going to go for the pass. He's got a guy out wide to the side, but I've got it covered. Mercedes Lewis comes down with it, but that's going to set up 4th and inches as McGrath's able to bring him down. So they're gonna go for the kick right here, and I'm not gonna mess around with that. And they're gonna shank it left. That goes to show you why you do not want to try and block those field goals, especially on rainy days. Those kickers not the most accurate. So with Chris Johnson having a monster game here, I'm gonna keep giving him the ball. Really run some time off the clock and try and get some more yards with him. And he's just cranking out the yardage, 145 yards on 11 carries so far. So having a really good game. And I'm going to hot route Scaife to go across the middle right here. And he's going to, oh, he was open, but poor pass by Vince Young right there. Kind of led him right to the linebacker. Try and set up this screen with Chris Johnson, see if he can't bust this one loose. They've got a cornerback blitz on, and because of defender was in the vicinity, I guess, Chris Johnson not able to come down with that pass. So that's going to set up a 3rd and 10, and, you know, really not what I wanted to do here, losing the ball. But, oh, Nate Washington wide open across the middle. And that's a huge gain right there. So that's going to set up a 1st and 10 on the 25. And, you know, if I can put some points on the board right here, this will go a long way to putting this game out of reach for Jacksonville. So I've got the draw set up, and Chris Johnson, his blockers kind of sell him out right there, and he's not going to be able to pick up anything, a yard at most, as we wind down on this 3rd quarter. He's going to get one more carry here, and again, lucky just to fall forward like that. But as the 3rd quarter comes to a close, Chris Johnson having a great game. We're going to see if I can't get him 200 yards as we go into the 4th quarter with this 14-point lead. Thanks.